Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Cinema Scumbags Movie Podcast. My name's Seth.
I'm Matt. And I'm Nick.
It's a two-man show today. Matt's, well, he's dead.
Matt, here's your eulogy. Fuck off.
Sorry to hear about your little friend, Matt.
Yeah, he's dead.
Oh, no, Matt's, working or something, so couldn't make this episode. We're going strong, though. Two-man show.
Yeah, Matt's closing every night this week, and that's because he's coming out here this weekend.
Yeah, for a top-secret project.
Top secret project, but we'll put out some other stuff. Maybe like a Blu-ray hunting, maybe like an orgy. Who knows what we'll do? So many options.
There's going to be some good stuff happening, though, so get ready.
So, how you doing, bud?
Doing good. How about you?
Oh, peachy. Just peachy.
Got some Starburst jelly beans by my side.
Oh, well, what number bag are you on?
4.
Fuck! Well, hey, you know what they say. I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
True. Anyways.
So, what?
We got some stuff to talk about. So Ethan Hawke retrospective is going to be the big segment on this episode.
Yeah. Ethan Hawke, I don't know. I think he's a really good actor, but I don't think he ever reached like that A level.
Underappreciated.
Yeah, we'll say that. And we're bringing back a beloved segment to the podcast this week. For those of you that enjoy it, first time watch is coming back, so make sure to stay tuned until the end to listen to what we're watching, and you can watch along yourself if you'd like.
Yeah, well, that was always a fun thing that we used to do. Kind of, actually talk about a movie every so often.
Yeah, I mean, we always found some really good movies from that, and I don't know why we ever stopped, really. Too much responsibility to watch a movie every week, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I don't think people liked, Walkabout and some other great ones.
Cockabout. Cock out.
Great film. My Dinner with Andre.
Ooh, that's another one, yeah. M, Sunset Boulevard. The list goes on and on.
A lot of good ones.
So let's jump into some news. We do have some interesting news. Anybody out there see A Quiet Place? Well, it's getting a sequel already. That was almost greenlit immediately. But that's to be expected with a movie that makes a lot of money its first weekend.
I haven't seen it yet. Heard good things.
Solid film, but... And, well, one thing they said about the movie is it may have started out as a Cloverfield sequel, which, after seeing it, I could see that. But J.J. Abrams had actually revealed that a Cloverfield sequel, like an actual sequel, is in the works.
Now, when you say actual sequel, like another standalone thing, or what are we talking about here? I used to be so passionate about Cloverfield. Now it's just like a mess.
All these side movies and...
Yeah.
Well, it says here that he introduced a work-in-progress clip for Overlord, which is not a sequel that he says, but he also...
So that's the World War II one, right?
Right, and then he also mentioned Overlord. It's not a Cloverfield movie, but one is in the works for theaters. So, yeah, I mean...
I honestly don't care anymore.
Well, yeah.
I love the first movie. I really enjoyed the second one. But that one that they just brought out on the Super Bowl day...
That was poopy.
Paradox. Man, that shit sucks.
Real poopy.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you one thing that happened in that movie. It was forgettable.
No, the only thing I remember is the last scene. Oh, the monster's back. Well, great. Too bad the timeline makes no sense.
Ooh. So they're explaining what was going on in the clip. Starts out with the voiceover of Dwight Eisenhower saying you're about to embark upon the Great Crusade, blah, blah, blah. Opens with a shot of the paratroopers on a plane, cut to a montage of jump scare images, including a French-speaking disembodied head.
Wow.
That actually sounds kind of cool.
This is Overlord?
It is, yes.
Interesting.
Yeah, but I mean, you love the first one. I really enjoy the second one. I mean, I'm down for any good movie.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just would. If they're gonna make another one of those, and let's just see the monster, what happened after the events of the first one, See
Yeah.
a continuation of that night, him going from New York City to some other city.
Yeah, I mean, would you be okay if it was like from the perspective of a different group of people, but the same monster?
Oh no, that would be awesome. Yeah.
And they could, I don't know, they could maybe splice in, different viewpoints from what happened in the first one, something like that.
Yeah, maybe these characters have a run-in with T.J. Miller.
Yeah, exactly. Although T.J. Miller is never working again.
Rip.
Rip T.J. Miller's career. Speaking of rip, well, kind of, sort of. Found an article here talking about Ed Harris. And it was revealed that he turned down the role for the drill sergeant in Full Metal Jacket.
That'd be weird to picture. I mean, I guess I could kind of see it.
I mean, that role is Arlie Ermy. Like, that's his perfect role.
For sure.
It also talks about, how it was a foolish thing to do. He wishes he didn't. Let me see if I can find out why he did. He said no. It might have been that I had a few too many beers that night. It was foolish. Doesn't really say why, but...
I wonder if a guy like that, who's, got a fairly successful acting career, do you look back on, like, mistakes you made in terms of, like, passing up movies? I always wonder that with actors that have passed up big roles,
Yeah, I mean, do you think it would have made him any bigger?
I don't know. I mean, like, a guy like Ed Harris still's got the best job in the world, he acts and he's wealthy.
Yeah.
So, I mean, how much could you really regret something like that, But...
Well, and I think he's probably had a better career than Arlie Ermy ever had anyway.
Oh, for sure. I mean, what else do you know Arlie Ermy from?
Well, I did just watch Dead Man Walking the other day, so that. But really, I couldn't name you anything else.
Yeah, I mean, Toy Story.
True. I mean, he was typecast, so it's hard to say. But I thought that was a little bit interesting. We're getting a lot of what?
Be weird to imagine that, I guess.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of news lately about these actors who turn down these roles and all these different what ifs. I do have another one here, a what if. So it seems that there was a point before Shawshank Redemption was made where Frank Darabont, the one who actually did direct it and wrote it, he was offered $2.5 million from Rob Reiner to let him write and direct the film, and also cast Tom Cruise as Andy and Harrison Ford as Red. Darabont refused, saying that this was his chance to do something really great, and I think it worked out.
That's so strange.
I think everything's strange about that. Rob Reiner directing and writing, Tom Cruise as Andy and Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford is Red?
As Red, yeah.
Weird.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure Rob Reiner would have been fine. He made successful movies. I think it said that this was right before... Well, it wasn't right before it, but he had done Stand By Me, which is another Stephen King written film.
Yeah. Stand By Me is great. What is Rob Reiner's best movie? Probably that. He's done some good things.
A Few Good Men, When Harry Met Sally.
Misery.
Misery. Yeah, I mean, he's had a really good directing career.
Ooh, The Bucket List.
That's the one that you think of. Jack
Nicholson's best role, better than The Shining.
I'll probably watch that when he actually dies, because that just seems like something that... He also did This Is Spinal Tap and The Princess Bride.
Have you seen This Is Spinal Tap?
I have, and didn't hit me. I don't know. There are a few funny scenes, but for the most part, it kind of... I wasn't too keen on it.
Yeah, it's strange. I mean, I don't know. I think that's like kind of... You had to have known what they're spoofing, That sort of...
Yeah. I mean, I kind of like the fact that he plays himself in it, like directing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that would have been interesting. I mean... Not that it matters. Shawshank Redemption, one of my favorite movies of all time, but I don't know. It would have been interesting.
Rob Reiner presents The Shawshank Redemption.
Well, actually, I've got another what if scenario here. As if Harvey Weinstein wasn't a douchebag enough, some more news just keeps coming out about him and his, I don't know, dictatorish ways, I guess. So it says back in the 90s, when Peter Jackson was in early development on the Lord of the Rings series, Harvey Weinstein tried to push him to condense all 3 movies into one single movie.
Oh my God.
Weinstein's idea for the film, which he reportedly detailed in a memo to Jackson, would have completely cut out the Balrog, all of Helm's Deep, and possibly even Saruman. When Jackson pushed back, saying that the version was guaranteed to disappoint every single person that has read the book, Weinstein reportedly threatened to cut him out of the project entirely and replace him with Quentin Tarantino.
Why didn't somebody convince him to make The Hobbit into one movie?
That was also a studio thing. There's actually this really good video analysis, like film analysis on YouTube, where this chick talks about like the whole history of it and why they did it, and it was like a studio thing.
God, can you imagine Tarantino's Lord of the Rings?
Can you imagine one movie?
It'd be fucking 10 hours.
Well, it would, yeah. Or it would be...
Or it'd be missing everything.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, shit, missing the Balrog, Helm's Deep, and Saruman. That would make sense. Harvey was like, you're either doing this or you're not. You're out, and I got Quentin ready to direct. That's what the producer said. So, I mean, God, what a fucking asshole.
Wonder what he's up to.
Oh, God. Did you see that video where he was actually in Scottsdale and some guy smacked him in the face?
Yeah, I know that's where he was at for a while doing his rehabilitation or whatever.
Yeah, I think he and Kevin Spacey were here. And I think it was a place I used to deliver to. That would have been interesting. Oh, the Kevin, hey.
Yeah.
Kevin, hey. Loved you in American Beauty, but kind of a douchebag. Bad time. Can I get a picture?
Kevin, I don't really care about your personal choices. Could you sign my K-Pax DVD?
Kevin, oh, you're such a disease, but hey, love you. Love your acting.
Harvey Weinstein, Jesus, what a fall.
Oh, holy shit, yeah. Well, I guess it looks like the Lord of the Rings started with Miramax, which was his company, but Jackson went to New Line, and they were the ones that let him do, what he needed to do. And look what you got, one of the greatest trilogies of all time.
Yeah, interesting.
And then something that you can talk about a little bit, because I am not familiar with it. Bill and Ted, new movie coming.
Yes.
Is this like legitimate excitement or
No, it's not. I don't, dude. Have you ever seen any of these movies?
I've never seen them.
Okay, I like both of them. Okay, I like them. I like them. But I wouldn't call them like good pieces of film. They're pretty. The concept is goofy. It's ridiculous.
Right.
But I think it worked in that time. Whenever that first one came out, I don't know, was it early '90s or something like that, or late '80s? I'm not sure, but like for that time, it was okay.
Right.
It was funny. It's kind of cheesy. First one was '89. Yeah, for the '80s, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that will translate now in 2018 with a 50-year-old Keanu Reeves and a 50-year-old Alex Winter.
Well,
who knows?
Maybe they're sort of betting on like the stoner crowd or like the John Wick crowd to come over and watch it.
Yeah, they've literally been talking about a Bill and Ted 3 for years now. I don't know what took so long, but I don't know. I just can't imagine like people piling into the theaters to see Bill and Ted Save the Music or whatever the fuck it's going to be called. I don't know, man. I could see it being like a Netflix thing. I honestly could.
Yeah, that.
Amazon, Amazon Prime.
Yeah, so to where it's like it's not too much of a risk, but you have that huge audience that can watch it.
That's not going to be a big draw. I don't. Strange. There's a reason it was never made.
Yeah, I mean, my thinking is, well, you never know what might hit today, but how many of these movies that come out 20 years or however long it takes later actually hit?
I mean, teach you train spotting, but the original's great,
Right. I don't
Strange.
know.
I mean, I'll watch it.
If you're a Bill and Ted fan, let us know if you're excited for it.
I'll watch it. It's going to be strange. I read a little synopsis. It's going to have something to do with like their kids or fuck.
Wasn't the second one like with death or something like that?
Yeah, I'm not huge on the second one. I don't really even remember it, but the first one's awesome. Not awesome. I like the first one.
It exists.
Yeah.
And then
finally, Alex Winter back on the big screen.
Yeah, who's saying that?
Nobody.
And then one more thing, something that I'm sure you're excited to talk about.
Oh.
Halloween trailer debut. What hasn't come out to the public yet, but it.
Did we talk about this last time? I think we did. CinemaCon?
Oh, well.
CinemaCon?
CinemaCon. I don't know.
Talk about this last
Who
time?
cares? We can talk about it again.
People are seeing the trailer, and people are saying good things.
Yeah, they also say good things about Suicide Squad.
Did they?
Yeah.
Well, fuck.
Well, I mean, it's still a better sign than hearing, oh, they're not liking it.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like any day now we're gonna get a trailer for that movie. I mean, shit, October's 6 months away. They better start.
Well, yeah, I mean, Halloween is not some, I mean, you love it, and horror fans love it, but it's not some, like, I don't know, there's not some wide-range audience for it.
You don't think so? I mean, it's like the quintessential horror film.
I mean,
everyone knows who Michael Myers is.
Yeah, but how many people are going to come out now? And well, that's not true. I mean, people love horror movies nowadays. Fuck me, right?
October, you're going to get all your teenagers. Oh, let's go see a scary movie.
Oh, it's called Halloween. How perfect! Let's go see it.
I mean, I definitely think it'll do really well, but.
From the from the writer of Your Highness. Oh my God, I can't wait.
Oh, I love Your Highness. Anyways, there's a synopsis for this trailer. I actually heard it was screened like yesterday or the other day as well at some convention in Mexico. So people are seeing it. Basically, from the description, at the end of Halloween 1, after Loomis, pumps those 6 shots into Michael, he's taken into custody. And he's been in custody all this time. So he...
Just sitting at a police desk?
I don't know. Who knows?
For 40 years?
And right off the bat, I'm not sure how I feel about this because I kind of like, the mystique of thinking that he was out there wandering around for that time,
Right. Like he's not sitting in a jail cell.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, gonna have to wait and see the trailer. But anyways, obviously he escapes, comes back. But I did hear that they specifically make a reference to the fact that they're not brother and sister in this one.
Yeah, the brother and sister is thrown out. I
like that. I don't need... Who gives a shit about that? I don't...
Well, I think it makes it more interesting that it's like, who is this guy and why does he want to kill her?
Right.
Why is he so obsessed with her in particular?
It's pretty obvious what's going to happen. I mean, it's a fucking slasher, It's not going to be a complex plot, but I'm sure Jamie Lee Curtis's granddaughter and her friends are going to, get fucked up. And maybe fucked as well.
Get fucked by Billy.
But, I don't know. It almost sounds like Jamie Lee Curtis is going for, like, this badass, almost like the Dr. Loomis role, like she's going to be making it her mission to warn people about him. And
well, apparently, because from what I read, she's got dummies in her backyard to practice, like training montages. Her kitchen island has a secret trap door under it, so who knows? It's going to be some sort of like weird Spec Ops film.
I did hear though. No, I don't know what I heard. That's about everything I heard. Now that I think about it, but I'm excited to see some classic John Carpenter, Halloween theme.
I like David Gordon Green. He's made some solid films, and Danny McBride, he exists.
Huh. Eastbound and Down?
I've never seen it.
It's pretty good.
Don't know what it is.
I think you would appreciate it.
Oh, really? Like a minor league thing?
You don't know what Eastbound and Down is?
No. I mean, I've heard of it, but I just never
checked it. He's like this pitcher, and he's like fucking. It's Danny McBride is Kenny Powers. He's a pitcher. Yeah, it's funny if you know about baseball and shit. I think you would enjoy it.
We'll check it out. Is it like HBO or something?
I think it was HBO. Yeah, like 3 seasons.
I have to check it out.
He's just like a fucking scumbag. It's funny.
Nice. Oh, and did hear that there's a scene where he puts the mask on and the iconic music comes on.
Oh. Oh, John Carpenter. Love you, John.
Oh, John Carpenter. Stick it in me.
Love JC.
Speaking of horror classics, we do have one trailer to talk about. Mary Shelley.
Oh my god, I fucking love Elle Fanning. I just want to let that be known.
Did you love her before or after Neon Demon?
I mean, I always thought she was like a good-looking chick, but
even in her, even in her, what's the Super 8?
No, she was a little too young at that point. I forgot she was in Super 8. Shit.
Yeah.
Time for a rewatch. Anyways.
Well, she's definitely out-acted her sister at this point.
Yeah, I don't know. I watched Neon Demon and I kind of became infatuated.
Hey, she looked good in that movie.
She did.
But in this film, she's playing, of course, Mary Shelley, writer of the original Frankenstein book. I mean, I don't know.
Do we need a 2-hour movie about Mary Shelley?
Yeah, I mean, I just thought it looked like your usual biopic.
I feel like it'll be an average, 3 out of 5 type of film.
Yeah, like not bad, but nothing special.
But she looks fire, so I'll watch.
Will you watch?
Probably at some point. I don't know. I gotta fit it in between viewings of The Whackness.
Oh, okay.
Have you seen The Whackness?
I have. I'm pretty sure you know that.
I gotta be honest with you. That's like one of my favorite movies ever.
Wow. Top 10?
No. Like top 30.
Oh, cool. Why don't you post a list?
Top 31.
Hi, this is my top 31 films. Number 31, The Whackness.
You know who else is a fine broad? Olivia Thirlby.
Oh, that she is.
God, I love that movie.
That she is. Oh, Daddy. Alrighty. Well, let's talk about some Blu-rays coming. Since Matt's not here, I have to do everything as usual.
Since Fat's not here.
That was so stupid. I don't know why it was funny.
We're going to the Blue Agave Cantina.
No. $18 for one meal? That's crazy.
Go to Fry's, get a donut.
Get in the butt.
Anyways,
we do have quite a few 4Ks coming out. We have Gladiator coming to 4K. Decent movie. Watched it once.
I've never seen Gladiator.
And then, I mean, it's solid. It's great Joaquin Phoenix though. And then we also have Braveheart coming to 4K.
And still, we're sitting here without a fucking Man Without a Face Blu-ray.
Yeah, right. You'd think they at least have the Blu-ray.
I mean,
well, considering
give me a break.
Considering the week after that, you get a Patriot 4K. Well, I guess he didn't direct that one, but still, he's in it. I mean, I'll pick that one up. That's probably one of my favorite movies of all time.
What, The Patriot?
No, Braveheart. I do like The Patriot. It's not great, but
I've got to be honest. I've never seen Braveheart.
yeah.
And you call yourself a Mel Gibson fan?
Yeah, like you got mad at me for not seeing Man Without a Face, but you haven't seen Braveheart.
I've seen The Beaver, though.
Beaver wasn't very good.
Oh, that was a piece of shit.
I've seen The Beaver. Oh, but have you seen Braveheart? No.
Nope.
Yeah, I heard that one's a good transfer. We also have Die Hard coming to 4K.
Oh, how many Die Hard releases do we need?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, also, at this point, you might as well just not buy any movies ever because you don't know what's going to come to 4K.
I honestly don't think Die Hard is like...
I think it's whatever.
Yeah, people talk about that movie like it's... Woof,
like,
it's fine.
People talk about, oh, it's a Christmas movie. No, it's not. And I'm just like, yeah, but
gives a shit.
But it's not... I mean, it's not amazing in the first place.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's fine. It's fine, but relax a little bit with Die Hard.
And then we also have Black Panther coming to 4K, as well as many other releases. I'll skip.
I don't give a fuck about Wakanda.
Neither did anybody else 5 months ago.
That's true.
I don't know what this is, but somebody might. It's a live trilogy. It's coming to Shout Factory, actually.
It's some horror thing. I've never seen it.
Yeah, but I'm sure somebody out there would enjoy it. Oh my god.
I'm sure somebody fat and smelly out there. I'm just kidding. I enjoy
talking about yourself, Jelly Beans.
They're all gone.
Oh my god. Did you eat the whole bag?
I was working on it from yesterday.
I was working on the 4 bags from yesterday. This one seems like something you would know about. The Wizard with Fred Savage.
I do know about that.
That's coming to Blue. A boy and his brother run away from home and hitch cross country with the help of a girl they meet to compete in the Ultimate Video Game Championship.
Let me tell you,
that sounds kind of fun.
Okay, it was fun. I don't know how much fun it's going to be, and watching it now, I don't know. Probably pretty dated.
Yeah, probably.
Who's the chick in that movie? She's from something.
It doesn't show the cast in here. I don't know. Look it up.
God, that cover is atrocious. He's wearing a fucking Nintendo Power Glove.
Looks like the 80s pixels.
Oh man, I could guarantee that shit doesn't hold up.
Oh, probably not. Ooh, we have a Kino Lorber release of Andrei Tarkovsky's The Sacrifice.
Oh, that's gonna bother me. I want all his movies on Criterion. I want to see that one.
I do too. I like the cover art.
Do you love the runtime too? The 4 hour and 6 minute runtime.
No, it's only 2 hours 29 minutes.
Oh shit!
You can never trust Google with the runtimes. I don't know why that is. It always.
Yeah, I just Googled it. It says 4 hours 6 minutes.
Yeah, I don't trust that. It's 2 hours and 29 minutes. But
Tarkovsky, that's like a 5 hours for a Tarkovsky movie.
Yeah, pretty much. Tarkovsky's an acquired taste. You
got to be in a special mood to sit down and watch his stuff.
A special pretentious mood.
I like him. I mean, I've only seen Solaris.
Yeah, I mean Solaris is good. Stalker's solid. I didn't like The Mirror because it's just like I don't understand it, and anybody that does is a fucking liar.
Yeah.
But
like some of these guys are like, oh my god, you just don't get it.
But do you? I think this is one of his later ones too, and I wouldn't doubt if it goes to Criterion. Would be odd though, because Kino is one of those bigger, older, companies that puts out films.
Yeah, like Caligari.
Yeah, Caligari. They put out a lot of the silent stuff.
Your Nintendo Switch name.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
Dr. Caligari could use a Criterion.
It could, yeah.
That movie's so fucking good, man. Man.
And how?
I love German expressionism.
I love German expressionism and Italian neorealism, and God, I love film.
I love plot twists in German expressionism films.
Do you love Bill and Ted? Because there's a steelbook coming. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventures getting a steelbook. 30th anniversary. Holy shit.
I'm interested.
It's a Shout Factory release.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, here's something I think you'll be interested in. Rick and Morty Season 3.
Yeah, does that come with a...
Oh.
Nothing.
Does it come with a packet of Szechuan sauce?
Yeah, or something to jam in your butt?
It's actually a picture of Pickle Rick or whatever the thing is. So yeah, you could shove it up your butt.
I'm sticking by with what I said before. If you like Rick and Morty, you probably have body odor. There's no doubt about it.
Well, if you're camping outside of McDonald's for fucking sauce, you're probably an idiot.
Oh, God. There's nothing cringier than those people that do Rick and Morty, those lip sync things. Oh.
Ew.
Can smell them right through the screen.
Here we go. We've been asking for it for years. They brought out the first one, and now it's time for the second one. Problem Child 2 Blu-ray.
Yes.
About
bones,
time.
But
oh, yeah. I mean, it's probably DVD quality, too, but just the fact that it says Blu-ray is enough for me.
LaWanda do more.
LaWanda.
I personally prefer the second Problem Child film to the first, but that's just me.
I agree.
I love them both, though.
Yeah. Also coming to Blue, probably Will Ferrell's best work, Kicking and Screaming. Great soccer film.
Wow.
Not a great soccer film, but Robert Duvall, what were you thinking?
Can't say I've seen that one.
Yeah. I remember stealing the DVD from somebody. Some things never change.
Nope.
That's about it for Bluey Blues. We got some...
Can you not? Thanks.
Got some theatrical releases. None really we need to talk about, but the first one...
mothers, I guess.
How many mothers say something like that?
None mothers.
None mothers, I guess. We got Life of the Party with Melissa McCarthy.
Oh, my... Now I am going to be sick.
Oh, it's actually written by her, too, so 2 reasons to not see it.
Oh, it's got to be terrible all around then.
Directed by her husband.
Who would marry that?
Well, have you seen him?
No.
His name's Ben Falcone.
I'm looking him up.
You've probably seen him before. He's been in movies.
Well, with a face like that, you probably can't do much better.
Ooh, here's something that sounds better. The Seagull stars Saoirse Ronan, Annette Bening.
Saoirse Ronan.
Saoirse. Oh.
God, I don't... You know, I used to make fun of that chick, but...
Oh,
I like her.
She's mama.
For real.
Oh, mommy.
Saoirse. Speak to me in train spotting lingo.
Speak to me in Arsh.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God. There's a movie coming out called The Family Business. Wasn't this a movie you did, Matt? Oh, my God. It's not even a poster. Go to the Blu-ray. Do you have the Blu-ray.com app?
No.
Oh, my God.
Go to Blu-ray.com.
Yeah, go to Blu-ray.com. It's called The Family Business. There's not even a poster. It's just a picture of what looks like a set photo.
I can't see it.
And did you see it?
No.
Oh, wait till you see it. I'll just wait. Get your impression of it.
What year is it?
Well, it comes out this week, so...
I can see it. Well, I can see some screen caps for it. Definitely looks like one of those ethnic films Matt worked on.
Yeah, it is. Oh, my God. That's about it.
I'm pretty sure Matt did some sound for Barbershop 5.
He did sound for some ethnic film.
Oh, Medea's Halloween.
Medea's transsexual excursion. Well,
oh, it's funny.
Nothing like a good trans joke. Well,
That's my favorite.
I think it's time for our main topic for the evening. We're gonna jump into the Ethan Hawke retrospective. He's got a new film coming out next week, The First Reform, so we thought it only right. And because we couldn't think of anything else to talk about Ethan Hawke.
We've done so many retrospectives, we're running out of big-time actors, so...
Well, I mean, that's not really the case. I couldn't find anybody else to talk about. It's like, I don't want to do a Melissa McCarthy one.
Well, me either. Hey, you know what? I think Ethan Hawke's a great actor, so...
I love Ethan Hawke.
Yeah.
He's a real man's man. Like, he plays an everyday sort of guy. I really relate to him on that level.
Do you?
No, I don't.
I'm a fan of the guy. I'm a fan.
I am. So, well, I looked at my my letterbox. According to that, I've seen 13% of his films, so maybe I'm not as equipped to talk about him as I thought. But we'll go ahead and jump into it.
Only
his first film. What?
Only 13%?
Well, 13% logged, so I didn't... It could be stuff that I've seen.
He's been in a lot of shit, though. Like...
He has. There's stuff in here that I didn't even know he was in when going through it.
Well, there's a lot of them that you don't even need to know about.
Yeah, like probably this first one. His first film in 1985, Explorers.
Oh, now see, that one's not bad. It's got River Phoenix in it.
Oh, is it? Well, it was directed by Joe Dante, I saw.
Yeah.
Actually, you know, it does look kind of interesting. A boy obsessed with 50s sci-fi movies about aliens has a recurring dream about a blueprint of some kind, which he draws for his inventor friend. Looks like a Gremlin sort of thing.
Not sure how well that would hold up, but, you know.
Probably not as well. So that was that. He did a short in 88, but then, 1989, his first big film, Dead Poet Society.
I didn't know that movie was so old.
Yeah. Oh, Captain, My Captain. That's kind of a dark movie, too.
It is. I haven't seen it. I don't know if I've ever seen it all the way through.
A lot of
if you have Carpe Diem tattooed on you, though, you're probably a fat chick, or... Never mind, that was mean.
A lot of fat jokes from you. Bless you. Oh God, this looks terrible. Same year, he was in a film called Dad. Actually, maybe it won't. Maybe it's not so bad. It's got Jack Lemmon looking decrepit. It's got Ted Danson. Interesting.
That's a fucking funny poster.
Jack Lemmon looks like he's about to croak. I love Jack Lemmon.
Shit.
Jack Lemmon can be my dad.
Grumpy old men.
Oh God, Kevin Spacey's in it.
Ooh, the spaceman.
Oh, the rape man. 2 years later, 1991, White Fang. Looks like a book cover.
Sounds shitty.
Directed by Randall Kleiser. You know what else he did?
No.
Grease.
Yeah.
You're the one that I want!
Fuck White Fang. It's a Disney movie.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Well, spoiler alert, I'm sure the dog dies.
Old Yeller 2.
Same year, Mystery Date. I wonder if that... Oh, God, it just looks cheesy.
Like, we suck at these retrospectives because we haven't fucking seen any of the shit.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's...
We just, you know, every time we do a retrospective, it's just, okay, and this one looks shitty.
We'll get into some. I mean,
Okay.
You can't watch everything. It looks cheesy. It looks like one of those, like, blank check sort of movies.
What's it called?
Mystery Date. A teenage boy would like to meet with a very pretty blonde girl who lives next door. His elder brother helps him with a car and a credit card to be successful.
Wow. What a plot.
The simple story gets complicated because of the corpse in the trunk.
Oh.
All right. Good thing I read that last part. That kind of changed the game.
Add to my watch list.
Yeah, it's funny. After we do these retrospectives, there's always like a long list of stuff you add to your watch list.
Love me some HAWKE.
1992, A Midnight Clear. Ooh, a war movie, World War II.
Right up your ass.
All I saw was Kevin Dillon dressed in a war outfit. Oh, put it in my butt.
God.
This World War II... This World War II psychological drama plays out at Christmas. U.S. GIs hold an isolated cabin in the Ardennes against a handful of Germans cut off from their main force. Ooh, it stars Peter Berg, too.
Wow.
Gary Sinise, Frank Whaley. Wow.
Ooh, Frank Whaley.
All-star cast.
I love that guy.
Frank Whaley. Oh, yeah. Nice. I'll add that to my watch list. Same year, Waterland. We'll skip that one.
Yeah.
Nothing seems interesting about that one.
Pass.
Wait.
There's a really good one in 1993 that I hope you mention.
Well, I guess I will, but I haven't seen it. 1993, Alive.
Yeah, it's a pretty good movie.
Directed by Frank Marshall. It's a true story, right? A Uruguayan rugby team stranded in the snow-swept Andes are forced to use desperate measures to survive after a plane crash.
Yeah, they're stuck up there. It's a good cannibalism.
I think I've heard of that one. That's
I can't remember. One of the guys dies, and I think like they cook his leg. I don't remember how they fucking eat him, but they definitely eat a human.
Nice. Rated R for crash scenes too intense for unaccompanied children. Okay. Interesting. And then 1994, I've heard of this, haven't seen it. Reality Bites with Ben Stiller and
I love that movie.
Winona Ryder. Oh, it's directed by Ben as well. A documentary filmmaker and her fellow Gen X graduates face life after college looking for work and love in Houston. Isn't it like sort of surreal?
I've only seen it once, so maybe I can't say that I love it, but I don't know. It kind of reminded you of like a... I don't know what I'm talking about, but it's a good movie. I don't know if it's surreal.
Oh, I thought I heard something about... Maybe that's something else.
It almost feels like a Linklater sort of thing.
Yeah, that's the kind of vibe I get from it.
I like Winona Ryder, too. I think that was before she started stealing shit.
Klepto. Oh, shit. 1994, he reprised his role in White Fang 2, Myth of the White Wolf.
Why did they make a sequel to that?
I don't know, but he's not.
What the fuck?
He's not even in it. It just says, it says he's uncredited, so it might be like a cameo or something.
Or like they show footage from the first one.
Yeah, maybe. But then, 1995. If I'm correct, his first work with Richard Linklater, Before Sunrise.
Yeah.
Oh!
This is one of the best movies ever.
Oh my god. One of the best trilogies ever.
Oh, the best trilogy, in my opinion.
Oh, fair enough. I mean, that's hard to argue. Great fucking movie, though.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, that movie's popular amongst, like, the film buffs, I think, but
I don't think it really ever reached, like, a wide audience.
I've never talked to somebody that's, like, not really into movies that has seen, Before Sunrise.
Well, you tell them, oh, they're just talking.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, I mean, for those who don't know that listen, it's about these two that meet in Paris, right? Or Europe, or... No, Vienna. And it's one night.
Are you sure you've seen the movie?
I have, but... Sorry, I don't listen to where they actually are. I listen to the...
They're on a train. Ethan Hawke's the American guy, and Julie Delpy's the foreign chick. They kind of connect, and then they get off in Vienna, and they spend, like, the night together walking around the city.
Just talking.
Yes. Linklater dialogue piece for sure, but it's so good, man. Their chemistry is perfect for what it is, that for those movies.
you want to see or listen to a film that's got good dialogue, I mean, this is how dialogue is written. It's hard to do it like Linklater does it.
Linky is the best, okay? He's the best.
Let me play you a waltz.
Oh, I love that. Shit. We'll get to that one, but anyways, you know, now I was lucky enough to watch that movie for the first time, you know, after all three were already made, you know, like
right.
I wasn't left hanging. I could go to the next movie and see what happens with the characters, but could you imagine watching that and you know, you had to wait that whole time?
No, that would suck.
I mean, that would be... Fuck. I don't know.
That would not be ideal. I would not like that.
It's a must-watch, though, if you're out there. And we've talked about it a lot on this podcast, but that really is... that whole trilogy, where I know we're just on the first one right now, but that before trilogy is must-see, you know. And started off with the first one, and, you know, if you like dialogue and straight-up good acting, there's no reason you won't love it.
Yeah. I agree. Ugh. Some junk in here, you know, whatever. 1998, Great Expectations, directed by Alfonso Cuarón. Looks like it's based off of the Charles Dickens novel. Ooh, it looks like a naked Gwyneth Paltrow as well.
Ooh. What's the movie called?
Great Expectations.
Great Expectations, Gwyneth Paltrow, naked.
What a cast. Ethan Hawke, Gwyneth Paltrow, Hank Azaria, Chris Cooper, Anne Bancroft, Robert De Niro.
And interesting pictures.
What would you rate?
I don't know. I can't judge it by these screen caps.
Modernization of Charles Dickens' classic story finds the hapless Finn as a painter in New York City, pursuing his unrequited and haughty childhood love. I mean, it's one of those adaptations that has been done to death.
Right.
Same year, he reteamed with with Richard Linklater for the Newton Boys.
Now, look. I love Linklater. I love Ethan Hawke. I haven't seen this one, though. I don't think it's one that you need to see.
Probably not.
Yeah, it might be an okay film. Like, I doubt you watch that and you're like, this sucks, but it just doesn't seem like...
I doubt you see it and you're like, God, I can't wait to watch it again.
It's just like, I don't want to carve out 2 hours for the Newton Boys. I just don't.
Well, that's unfortunate. It's got a 6.1. You're missing out.
Some good names involved in that.
Yeah. He's got a lot of, like, these strange, like, 90s straight-to-DVD films. Oh, wow. In 1999, he was in a film directed by Frank Whaley, Joe the King.
Oh, Frank Whaley directed it?
He wrote and directed it, yeah.
God, Frank Whaley rules.
Val Kilmer's in it. I don't even see him in, like, the main cast. A disadvantaged, abused, neglected, exploited, but basically decent kid slips into criminality while trying to cope with his harsh, inescapable reality.
Okay.
Skipping through some more stuff. He was in an adaptation of Hamlet in 2000. Oh my god. It's modern day, but look at the poster. It looks like the cover for a 90s album.
Hamlet, what year?
2000. It looks like
oh, shit, that's bad.
Looks like a 90s album.
Yeah, it's like a Savage Garden cover album or something.
Oh, broke. Truly, madly, deeply too.
Shit, that's bad, man.
And then in 2001, he did a couple films with Richie. First off, he did Waking Life.
Yes, which is a very small role. He's actually reprising his character of Jesse from Before Sunrise.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's that movie is fucking strange. It's just like a series of different interactions and stuff, but there's a scene where it's him and Celine like in bed talking.
Oh.
Yeah, but it's obviously rotoscoped.
Yeah.
It's interesting though. It's a good movie. I feel like you have to be on, you have to like smoke some weed or something to appreciate it for what it is. But
yeah. And then also Tape. This one sounds more interesting.
yes, this one's good. It's a good film.
3 old high school friends meet in a Michigan motel room to dissect the painful memories from the past.
Yep. Uma Thurman. It's just like 3 people in it.
Yeah. Ethan, Uma Thurman, and Robert Sean Leonard. Interesting.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's, if you're, watch that before fucking Newton Boys or whatever,
Oh, yeah. For sure. And then in 2001, I think this, if I'm not overthinking, I think this may be the one that he's really known for, and that's Training Day.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what, the mainstream audience would recognize Ethan Hawke from.
Solid movie. I'd
say.
It's
pretty good. It's pretty good.
I don't know if he was nominated for an Oscar or not, but I know Denzel won for it. And then, where am I? Okay, let's see. 2001. God, he works with Frank Whaley a lot. 2001, another film directed by Frank Whaley, The Jimmy Show.
I didn't know Frank Whaley was a fucking director. This is news to me.
Ooh, it's got Frank Whaley, Carla Gugino. Oh.
Hot.
A failed New Jersey inventor embarks on a career as a stand-up comic, turns to drink, and labors to keep his family together. Well, yeah, I didn't know Frank Whaley was such a director.
Yeah, shit.
These other ones, whatever. But 3 years later, 9 years after the first, Before Sunset.
Yes, the sequel to Before Sunrise.
Let me sing you.
Look, okay, I think all 3 of those movies are M words. That everything about that trilogy is perfect. But if you're asking me to pick one to watch at any given time, I would pick Before Sunset for sure.
I think I agree.
Yeah, it's just I mean, look, it's not really a spoiler, but if you haven't fucking seen it by now, then it's your own fault. Anyways, the end of Before Sunrise, it's kind of a cliffhanger. They kind of go their separate ways. So to see this where they reconnect after that 9 years is, man, it's so epic.
Oh yeah,
just the whole reconnection,
Well, and then like the first conversation when they get back together is just like, oh fuck, so good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just I like the way the relationship builds in this one.
Yeah, and the last, oh god, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes, so good, man.
And it's quick too, hour 20 minutes. It's real easy.
It is, man. It's special films.
And then a year later, oh fuck. And then a year later, he did the remake, Assault on Precinct 13. That's
a remake of a John Carpenter film.
It is, yeah. I've never seen either one.
I haven't either.
Well, okay. I heard this one's not good though. Also in 2005, he was in Lord of War, which Nicolas Cage movie. I don't know. He's not even in the main cast of that, so see, it just seems like Ethan Hawke has always been like the side guy.
Yeah, I mean, God, how many movies has he really starred in? The Getaway with Selena Gomez. I mean,
yeah,
underappreciated, man.
For sure.
That's really the only word I can maybe underutilize.
Yeah. 2006. This is a movie that I never knew Richard Linklater directed. Fast Food Nation.
Yeah, I've always wanted to see this.
An ensemble piece examining the health risks involved in the fast food industry and its environmental and social consequences. It seems like the 2000s was like a time like fight the establishment, the fast food and the government and all this stuff.
Yeah, I think that was like the whole, like right around the time of like Super Size Me and the whole fast food is horrible for you, which it is, but I don't know why people had that revelation, you know.
Yeah. I think it was because they were finding out, like, how bad it was, like, all the nasty stuff they put into it.
Yeah.
Once again, not even
that was a book, though, I think, that
maybe
Link later turned into a film.
it's also in a NoFX song.
Love it.
Once again, he's not even in the top billing, but the top billing goes to Wilmer Valderrama.
Oh, my God. Jesus.
Luis Guzman is higher than
Oh, my
Ethan.
God. We work with him.
Oh my God, Eller Coltrane is in it.
Yeah, I knew he was in it. I think he must have been a little kid.
Holy, his name is Jay Anderson in it.
Shit.
Oh, and then we come across his first directed film, written and directed in 2006, The Hottest State. A young actor from Texas tries to make it in New York while struggling in his relationship with a beautiful singer-songwriter.
Oh, this was his directorial debut, huh?
Yeah. I wonder... Oh, Michelle Williams is in it.
Ooh.
That's an
Nice.
automatic add to my watch list.
2006, that was like, Michelle Williams.
Oh, good God.
I mean, she
yeah.
still looks good, but...
I wonder if it's like... If it's autobiographical... I mean, because, you know, he's from Texas. I'm sure he moved to New York. It seems like he's sort of like a musician, because he's been in a couple movies where he plays one. He played in Boyhood. You know, I wonder if that was maybe one of his first loves or something.
Could be. You know, I'm going to check this movie out.
I am too. That one's going on the list.
It'll probably be a waste of an hour and a half, but, you know, whatever. What's it called?
Well, it's 2 hours.
Oh, fuck. The Hottest State.
The Hottest State.
Hey, you know, it's got one of those letterbox bars where it's like...
Like around 4s?
Well, like 3 is the biggest, but there's ratings all throughout, like all the way. It's like a snake.
Ooh, okay. So it's like, it could be anything.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I'll add that one to the list. Oh, 2007, he was in an episode of Robot Chicken, but he was in a film called Before the Devil Knows You're Dead. Now, I have seen this one. It's got, it actually is directed by Sidney Lumet, and it stars Ethan Hawke along with Albert Finney and Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Oh, Philip before the heroin.
Yeah, Philip before he croaked. Now, it's a good movie. It's about two brothers who Two brothers organize the robbery of their parents' jewelry store. The job goes horribly wrong, triggering a series of events that sends them, their father, and one brother's wife hurtling towards a shattering climax. So, Philip Seymour Hoffman's kind of a scumbag in this, and Ethan Hawke, who is more of a... Sorry, I just got your fucking message.
Keep going.
Philip Seymour Hoffman's more the one that wants to rob them. Ethan Hawke's like the no, don't do it guy.
Okay.
Michael Shannon's in it, and Marissa Tomei.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a solid film. I definitely recommend giving that one a watch.
You ever see Marissa Tomei and Cyrus with Jonah Hill?
No, good?
That's a fucking weird movie. He's like, I think the Duplass brothers directed that, but...
Oh, I'll skip it.
I'll pass. But he's like, Jonah Hill's like his man-child, and Marissa Tomei's his mom, and then she starts dating John C. Reilly, and he gets all weird and like protective.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's an interesting movie.
Does she look good in it?
I mean...
She always looks good.
Yeah. Fucking hot.
Aunt May, more like Mama May. Ah! He also did one of those like segmented movies, New York, I Love You, which it's not very good. The only reason I checked it out was because Anton Yelchin was in it. But it's like it's like a bunch of segments directed by different people. Ton of people in it. Hayden Christensen, Natalie Portman. Oh, your boy Irfan Khan, Orlando Bloom.
Wow, it's like a Star Wars reunion.
Yeah, a little bit. Oh, Olivia Thirlby, Blake Lively, all that.
Oh my God, I'm watching this. Fucking Olivia
Christina
Thirlby.
Ricci, Maggie Q.
Oh my God.
It's kind of sucks though, but there's like a couple, maybe one or two that are good.
Isn't Thurlby in another movie with Anton Yelchin that was like a couple years ago?
I don't know.
I'm finding out right now. It's called it's called 5 to 7.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Oh, isn't he? Looks like he's with an older chick. Interesting. God. Yeah, I mean, I tried to go through his whole filmography back when he died, and this was one. I mean, all-star cast, but it's...
Oh my God.
What?
I don't know if like Olivia Thirlby's like a paraplegic in the movie or something.
Oh yeah, there's something like that. Yeah, she's a paraplegic and he takes her to prom or something.
Well,
actually,
I've never considered wheelchair chicks before, but
actually, if I'm correct, if I'm remembering, he takes her to the prom in a wheelchair, and when he takes her home, she gets out of it. Like it was, like, not a trick, but she was. Maybe she was testing him.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Now you don't need to watch 5 to 7.
No, not that one.
Oh, which one is it?
In this New York, I Love You.
Damn it.
Don't worry, you're not missing much. Skip through some of these. 2009, Brooklyn's Finest. I've seen this cover so many times.
You know what? It's actually a pretty good movie.
You've seen it?
Yeah. Only one time. I've only seen it one time. It's nothing that you're going to be like, oh my God, that was amazing. But
yeah,
pretty solid.
Directed by Anton Fuqua. 3 unconnected Brooklyn cops wind up at the same deadly location after enduring vastly different career paths. Sounds interesting.
Was that Wesley Snipes' last role before he went to prison? Maybe, I don't know.
Well, he's in it.
Yeah.
Some crappy mob movie, Little New York. Shit, where am I? And then 2009, Daybreakers, which I think is like a vampire movie.
It's a good one.
I've seen this cover a lot too.
Sam Neill, bro.
Oh yeah. Willem Dafoe, bro.
Thought the Sam Neill thing.
Oh yeah.
Sam Neill, bro.
Well, I mean, shit. Sam Neill and Willem Dafoe aren't even in the top billing. It's just Vampire School Kid.
Okay, do you remember when all those blockbusters were closing down, like, a few years back?
Yeah, that's where I saw it too.
Dude, this is one of those where every closing blockbuster had about 70 copies of Daybreakers.
And I didn't take one.
It's a good film.
Yeah.
I mean, I need to watch how much I said. It's an enjoyable movie, okay?
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
And
then in 2012, one to me that was enjoyable, maybe not so much of this most recent viewing, Sinister.
I didn't like this one when I saw it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it the first time. I think the only thing that's really good about it is Ethan Hawke. His performance in it is really fucking good.
I would have to go back and rewatch it because I couldn't tell you anything about it.
There's some interesting scares. It's a decent horror movie. But it was one of the cases of a director made a movie that was decent. It got a sequel. He went on and did a Marvel movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
which Marvel movie did he direct?
Scott Derrickson. He directed Doctor Strange, which I didn't see.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, that's...
See, when you start talking about Marvel, it just sucks the life out of
it. It does. It kills it. Oh, God.
Sorry, Dave.
Well, the next year, we get what we assumed was the finale of the Before trilogy, Before Midnight.
Well, you should never assume anything, including somebody's gender.
Well, that's true. That gets you into trouble.
Now, it should be the end of the trilogy. I thought it was fine.
Right. I know we've talked before that, they're still open to keeping it going. But if they do, they wouldn't do it till 2022.
Yeah, that trilogy, the first movie is them meeting. Second movie is them reconnecting. Third movie is them after they've been together for, a long time.
Mm-hmm.
What else is there? Them, what other stage is there?
Well, yeah, they had the big fight in the movie, which is so good, and,
literally the last 45 minutes of that movie are them fighting in the hotel.
And it's just, it's such a realistic fight. It's just, Oh, it's so good. Yeah, I don't know where they would go with it. They don't really need to, because it ended on a good note.
I wouldn't. God, I wouldn't be mad if they kept that going. I love those characters. I love that story.
I'm sure they wouldn't be mad either. I'm sure they'd be down to do it.
And they all have like a really good time when they do those because they all are involved in the creative process.
Yeah, yeah. Same year, The Purge. The only reason I bring it up is because it spawned this franchise now.
I didn't know he was in that.
Yeah, he's the only reason I would check it out, but I haven't yet, so that just goes to show how much I care. I mean, that came out back in 2013. I'm sure maybe it's not decent, whatever. But
it's probably not.
Yeah. Well, actually, I'll talk about this too. Also in 2013, he made I think this is honestly one of the shittiest movies ever made. Like, according to the ratings and everything, like Getaway with Selena Gomez.
Yeah, that's I can't say I've seen it, but can't imagine that's any good.
I haven't. I wouldn't. Yuck. But the year after that, Boyhood.
One of the best. You went from one of the worst movies ever made in The Getaway. Look, I haven't seen every movie ever made, obviously, but out of what I have seen, Boyhood. I mean,
Boyhood,
my God,
is one of. People can hate on it. I think the reason I love it so much is just how much I relate to it. Like, everything in this movie, well, not everything, but most of the things in this movie are just so reminiscent of my life.
Yeah. Well, that's always been the argument with some people. Like, I couldn't relate to the guy. I mean, I guess I understand that, if you don't... I don't know. I mean, to me, a lot of the stuff was similar, stuff that I experienced, so that's why I thought it was so good.
Mm-hmm.
But, I get it.
I mean, I think a lot of the stuff is universally relatable. Not everything, but a lot of what goes on. I mean, at the end, when Patricia Arquette is just... She's having her meltdown because she's like, I thought there'd be more.
Yeah.
And when you're moving out, I mean, everybody's parent goes through that.
Right. It's just, fuck. You know what? I mean, if Richard Linklater is going to revisit anything, I hope it's those characters,
Yeah, I'd be curious to see a manhood.
Because, we only saw a portion of his life in that story,
Yeah, I mean, his adolescent life.
I mean, shit. What if they're secretly filming? Another. Who knows?
What if they've been filming for 12 years?
Yeah, people love to make jokes about that, but fuck off,
Yeah, I mean that's. Oh, it's gimmicky. Well,
it's not a good movie because he shot it over 12 years. I mean, it's a good movie because it's a great story. It's a great, seeing the character. I mean, the 12 years is.
It's interesting. It adds to it, but that's not why it's good.
Right. So, Boyhood's the best. Fuck you if you don't like it.
So fuck off. Also, the same year, he did a movie called Predestination, which is solid, I thought.
I've heard this is good. It's almost got like a cult following to it, it seems like.
Yeah, it's solid. It's actually directed by the same guy that did Daybreakers.
Oh, okay.
But he also did Jigsaw, the new Jigsaw movie, so...
Oh.
Whatever. I thought this one was solid. It's like one of those twisty-turny... It's got a real twist ending. But it's solid. I mean, he's good, just like in everything he does, really.
Yeah.
We're gonna skip through a bunch because we're getting up there in time. Skip to 2016.
Well, how much more is there? Yeah, we're getting close.
Yeah, I mean, 2016, there's just a couple things. 2016, he did a movie called The Phenom, which, I mean, he's fucking good in.
Dude, that movie sucked. I'm sorry.
You think so?
I didn't think it was good at all.
I think it's solid. I don't think it's great.
Like, his character was fine, but I think the movie was just kind of stupid. Like, nothing about that kid was convincing as a pitcher. The shots looked like he was lobbing the ball.
Yeah, I wanted more, honestly.
I honestly think the baseball in Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off was probably better.
Yeah, I mean, he's wearing a Braves uniform and he's like side-arming it like he's never thrown a baseball before.
Stupid.
Paul Giamatti's good in it.
I liked the idea. I liked the idea of it more than I actually liked it.
Yeah. Like, get somebody who looks like they can throw the ball.
Yeah, it's just the whole story was just too rushed, and I don't know.
Yeah,
people really fucking talk about that movie like, wow.
Yeah.
Not that great.
I like it, but I don't love it. Same year, he did the Magnificent Shitty, the Magnificent Seven.
Didn't watch that one.
Just watch the original. Fuck off. Yeah, that movie sucks. That's not much else I have to say. This I didn't know about, and this I know exactly what you're gonna say. Ooh, I'm gonna check it out now. He was in Valerian and the City of a Thousand Planets.
Oh, with Carla Delevingne.
Yes. I did not know he was in it. I'm sure he's not in it very much, but...
I don't know he was in that either now. I should have bought that 4K the other day.
He's not even in the main cast, so I'm sure he's in for a second. And then that brings us to the film that's coming out, First Reformed. I think it looks pretty good. Directed and written by Paul Schrader. A former military chaplain is racked by grief over the death of his son. Mary is a member of his church whose husband, a radical environmentalist, commits suicide, setting the plot in motion.
Wow.
Oh my God, Cedric the Entertainer's in it.
Well, it sounded good.
What if I said it's put out by A24?
Well, then every fucking pretentious douchebag on Letterboxd will automatically give it 4 stars.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the people that like A24, but A24 puts out some good stuff.
They do. The guys that just fucking suck off A24, they'll make me cringe. Like, give me a break. Like, you don't know more about movies than everyone else because you like A24. Like, get off that shit, for real.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck. Liking A24 doesn't make you some fucking film expert.
That's true.
Oh, man.
He does have a couple upcoming projects. One of them is called Stockholm. The Strange Story, the infamous 1973 hostage crisis in Stockholm. And then a film called Tonight at Noon.
Okay.
Which, it's got Lauren Ambrose in it. There you go.
Ooh, I wonder how she's looking nowadays. Lauren Ambrose.
28.
Why is she 40 years old? What the fuck? Weird.
Well, probably because she was born in 1978.
I know how it works. I'm just saying, I think of her as like a younger chick.
Right. And then one called
She looks good, man.
The Kid. Ooh, Charlie Chaplin? No. The story of a young boy who witnesses Billy the Kid's encounter with Sheriff Pat Garrett, directed by Vincent D'Onofrio.
Interesting.
That wraps it up on old Ethan there.
Well, I found some new Ethan Hawke films to go back and check out.
I did too. It's incredible.
Let us know what your favorite Ethan Hawke role is. Very curious. There's some good titles in there.
Yeah, he's got good stuff. But that brings us to the end of the show and to the resurgence of First Time Watch.
Oh, yes. I forgot we were even doing this again.
Yeah. I mean, it's been fucking forever since we started this podcast. The specific one. So, it's my choice first off. So, I decided to go with a little Francis Ford Coppola.
Okay.
Hopefully you haven't seen this one. It's called The Conversation.
I actually have this on Blu-ray. Never seen it.
Ooh, there we go.
I don't think I have it with me, though, so where can I watch it otherwise?
This is on Amazon Prime. That's where I found it. I think it may also be on Netflix. That's probably a lie, but it's on Prime for sure.
Okay.
Surveillance expert Harry Call, played by Gene Hackman, is hired by mysterious client's brusque aide, Harrison Ford, to tail a young couple. Tracking the pair through San Francisco's Union Square, they manage to record a cryptic conversation between them. Tormented by memories of a previous case that ended badly, Call becomes obsessed with the resulting tape, trying to determine if the couple are in danger.
I've actually heard good things about this one.
It won Best Picture.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's actually, or maybe it was nominated. It's part of, one of the 5 movies that John Cazale Cazale, however you say his name, was in that was either nominated or won Best Picture.
Okay, cool.
So,
Matt, you better watch it.
Yeah, Matt.
Fat.
I think you can, find 2 hours out of your day in 2 weeks to watch it.
We're bringing it back. So if you're a listener with Amazon Prime and you want to, get in on this, watch the movie, you can tweet us some thoughts about it. Maybe we'll go over them in the show. What we need to bring back is our hotline.
We do. And questions and everything.
I wish I knew the number.
556.
Pretty soon we're going to relaunch our Scum line so we can... Because I always loved when we did that. It was cool to hear from the audience. So,
yeah.
The conversation, that'll be the film we talk about next episode in a couple weeks. We'll do a little segment on that. Very cool.
Any closing thoughts?
Nah, man. Love Ethan Hawke.
Love you, Ethan.
Love you, Ethan. That does it. God, I don't know what episode this is. Let me look before I say the wrong thing.
Does it even matter?
Oh, those guys are still doing that show?
Oh my God, when will they give it up? Nobody's listening.
I think I'm going to roast them. Okay, it's episode 112. Wow. It's been a while. Been a while. Episode 112 in the books. Hope you guys enjoyed the two-man show this week. It was a fun time. Matt will be rejoining us next time, hopefully, unless he decides that...
it was his way out.
That fucking bastard. Look out for some good stuff. We got some stuff coming up this weekend, so you'll be seeing some content. Stay in touch with us. Slacker Media, Cinema Scumbags. Thank you guys for listening, and as always, go fuck yourselves.